Quigz versus Neveryear. Maybe we see a Maze Ditto.
I would not bet on it. Quigz is... this is his dream group. He's getting a bunch of Vader evaders. Oop, this is the wrong map. Necrid, you coming to Chicago?
Nothing can stop the Empire.
Yeah.
Okay, characters, playing as Vader, we need to fix this. Alright, we get another Vader evader today. I am always happy to see Quigz play Vader evader. He's the person who taught me the game, so no biased commentary here.
I will unbalance any biased commentary with
like,
overwhelming support for Neveryear.
There you go. B circles. I'm surprised I don't see him in the Twitch chat right now.
Jokes on Quigz, he already knows that dance.
Quigz says the loser has to learn the Cotton Eye Joe backwards. Alright, we have 1 more minute.
Neveryear with the rock solid mental going into this.
I identify. Necrid knows that I have one of the strongest mental games of any player. Quigz actually, speaking of rock solid mental, I've never seen anybody crack him. Like, even if he's losing really hard, he's just like, yeah. That's just how it be sometimes.
Model for his law.
Yeah, I was listening to William like talk about how like Quigz is just kind of like very flat-footed, like keeping his space, waiting for his opponent to just kind of like do something, and then he'll attack at like random like weird interactions. And I've described Quigz as like the earthbending of Battlefront, and I feel like it holds true like when you think about their style and philosophy.
Yeah, well, everyone has their like casual level of play and then like tournament level of play, and I think for most people your tournament level goes down a bit because, you know, like nerves and all that. But for Quigz, I feel like it's just exactly the same.
Yeah, I would say there's certain people Quigz ramps up the intensity a lot against. It's not like it's setting. The only thing is I would highly doubt that we would see a mace from Quigz during this tournament. That is one difference, is like during casual play or like standard 1v1s, he's less likely to stick with his more solid characters and branch out.
If he were to swap from Vader, who do you think he'd go to?
Mace, Maul, or Annie. Or Luke. There's a very few situations he'd end up going Luke. It would definitely be a counter pick. Against what? I don't know. Like, that's my thing, is I can't see a situation where he wants to go Luke. I could see him counter picking Maul at some point, but my guess, right, is that Quigz stays Vader.
I don't know who Neveryear has outside of Vader.
Oh, are these two Vader mains?
I think so.
Very
I mean,
cool.
I know that Never plays Mace. I think they just play the same characters, to be honest.
That's actually pretty interesting. I imagine Quigz is probably a little bit more well-rounded just by virtue of the long time in the Sith clans. Like, we force people to become well-rounded, but... Or just, honestly, old players regardless tend to be well-rounded. People who are like the exception to that rule are like Kalongo. And Ajax. Also Vader mains, funnily enough.
I mean, it's like, once you've mastered Vader, why do you need any other character?
I mean, you could apply the same logic to anyone. I think you still, at least, my philosophy has like been you always want to be competent and or proficient with the entire cast. And then who you decide to become an expert with, that's more of like your main or like a select few characters.
What I mean is, like, Vader is a sickness that no true Battlefront 2 player wishes to be cured of.
Oh my god, it's a Vader v Vader?
Yep. I was saying earlier, like, Quigz is probably just very happy with his group right now.
Yeah, right?
A lot of breathing going on.
I mean, do you want to tell him to stop? Match will end pretty quickly.
Oh, interesting little area.
Yeah, whoever swung first there lost.
I think it was Quigz who fell in and Never was already in the area.
Oop, I fucked up the scoring, but oh well, it fixed itself.
You're just that good.
Yeah, I predicted the future with my scoring error. It's happened a few times actually. I've like taken the point away from the wrong person and then they immediately lose the next round. And I'm like, oh, okay, problem solved.
You're just that good.
No, it's just that it's fate. I do like Neveryar's style actually. Like he's playing this style well, and keeping it even so far.
He is either through baiting or just his own personal choice going for the first dash a lot.
Yeah, and
Quigz is just hanging back and
he even has recognition there. Like he said, I fell for that so hard that Quigz did like a C1 bait and then backed off, and Neveryear went for an approach and then Quigz lightning striked. So very common interaction in the Vader v Vader. And ooh, interesting. Some close.
Quigz isn't super quick to punish dash. It looks like he gets up in your face and then wants to see what you do next.
Yeah, I mean that's something that as Quigz has sort of played the game less and less, the thing that has suffered are his punishes. I can tell you, like, once he gets going, like, I've had duels to 100 with him recently. Once he gets going, those punishes come back. It's just,
Okay,
that's...
so it's a rust thing, it's not a choice.
It can also be a choice. So, hang on, I'll explain that in a sec. So, there's two elements to that. Number one is that he recognizes that his punishes are slipping and becomes a little bit weaker in them, and so he's less confident in them, goes for them less. He likes to utilize his defensive ability to wait until he has something that he's more confident he's going to succeed in terms of just like the risk reward of it. Even if that's like a hard read, sometimes he trusts that a little bit more than the raw punish. It sounds weird, but it's very much the case with him. I haven't asked him this is just me inferring from knowing him really well.
Right. Well, it's pretty close. We got a nice note.
Yeah, we have a close game. But, yeah, definitely I would expect as matches go on and he regains a bit of that confidence and proficiency with his punishes, you'll see him pull off more conventional, accurate punishes. But that still is very much a player choice. He likes to sometimes give up things to wait for something that suits him more. You know, for all of Neveryar's claims that he's a bad player, he's holding his own here quite well.
Yeah, I was just talking to William. He mentioned that Neveryear is very good at playing to his opponent, no matter, like, the skill.
I'm sure that made you feel better.
We were also talking about how that was such an upset. It's still talked about years later. It's funny.
It is. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
In a
When Neveryear beat me in a tournament a while ago, when I was like demolishing players like Soup and Aslan and Wazi, and Neveryear upset me in that tournament.
Yeah, at one of Zorath's peak performances, like just in terms of like time period, it was like spring 2019, I think. Oh, beautiful no, but Neveryear beat Zorath, and it was a huge upset. Neveryear played quite well, but that's my main memory of Neveryear, is that he has a 1-0 set count against Zorath.
Oh, we gotta fix that. Hold up.
Should have entered the tournament.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, it was a close game too. Like, he was
very
beating
good.
me the entire time, and he got to like 13-5 or something. And then I brought it all the way back up to 14-14, and he won 2 in a row and won the match.
Yeah, Neveryear just had a really good, like, there was just a Vader dash dance, they landed next to each other, and Neveryear was the one who had the lightning strike ready to go, so faster reactions there. And both these players seem very willing to reset.
Oof, the raw dash.
That's the Quigz.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do it often, but every time he does, it almost always works.
There's almost like always one per match.
Oh.
Two to 5, keeping it reasonable.
See if Never can get some momentum going and start a comeback.
Ooh,
Oh.
that was very good movement tracking.
Yep, and that was close too because it looked like Quigz got sparks on his dash.
Yeah, Quigz even says nice one there. That's kind of, so far, how I would describe this matchup, is that Quigz is overall more solid, but Neveryear has his sparks of brilliance that has just, like, won him points immediately. I mean, the big thing that you have to pay attention to in the Vader v Vader is, like all matchups, option selection and movement. Spacing matters a lot less in Vader v Vader. So the main way spacing matters is when you're in the dash dance going for an attack, or like a null in that situation.
Yeah, it looks like Never started to heat up a bit.
He's pulling it back. I think the adaptation we expect from Quigz here is that he's going to be a little bit more passive and just bait more. Because Quigz had the lead and he started playing a bit more aggressive.
Or he's gonna do that and make it work.
Oh wow, never actually managed to escape that.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely brutal.
Dude.
Quigz heard you and was like, nah, not gonna do that.
I don't even want to talk about that. There's no reason Quigz should have had that. What is happening?
Alright, he's just
Oh,
saving
good
his
no.
best for last, it looks like. Well,
I'm like, yeah, Quigz is gonna play more defensive now, that's what I'd like to see, and he's like, I have to outplay Wolf even outside of matches.
interesting option to not punish that and just relocate.
This could very well end up in Neveryear's favor. This is a really close one, so.
I
Well,
went all the way for that one.
Wow, I
Quigz
just
is
have
telepathically waiting for you to say something.
I just have like it's just commentator's curse. That's all that this match has been. I say something, the opposite happens.
Again, it's not your fault. It's Quigz' telekinesis.
Yeah, we just have that bond, you know. He reads into my soul.
Mm-hmm.
A reminder for people watching too: you can select the same map that you've been on. There's no restrictions, and Neveryear knows. So. I'm just gonna reload East real quick. Quigz takes the first match.
Victory is ours.
Let's see. Quigz is gonna be Vader. Okay, so they're both saying Vader. So we're having the salty seconds, as I like to call it. Hey, welcome, Circles.
They're just having a gentleman's duel. That's all.
Yeah. Circles, you missed a really good match 1. It ended up going. If this was a duel to 10, it would have been 10 to 8. So Quigz had 2 lives left, but did take the game off Neveryear. Oops, that's not the correct thing I wanted to click. Alright, 1 second. I just need to message a group in Discord for their match that's happening next. If my Discord decides to load. Alright, it's Draxus and Swan next in NYC. So.
Any news on the Draxus Adrian?
Yeah, Jura won it.
Oh, okay. Congrats.
So what did I say? Draxus Swan? Okay.
Does that mean Adrian is knocked out?
It depends on the Swan matches.
Okay.
I think. I'd have to look at the group, but... Ooh, I don't like the combo selection there. Honestly, from either player, but...
Quigz, I'll give that one to you. I have no idea how that missed. Quite fascinated by Neveryear's play here. Even more fascinated by the fact that, oh my god, that's the hit you go for, Quigz? Okay.
Out of all those, that's the one?
That's the one he wanted.
Jesus. Yeah, Neveryear's just like, okay.
It's not a matter of him punishing rolls, it's just that they're too easy.
Yeah, he wants a challenge. Quigz can't punish a backslash, but he can punish the random ass movement you decide to do on the way.
Correct.
Well, he's just gonna go for an aggressive hard read here, watch. Or just try to go for a punish or miss. There's the aggressive hard read.
Ugh. Off topic. Wolf, what year did you say that tournament was?
2019, I think. I could look.
Gotcha. Nah, you need to look. I'm trying to find it. I just forget which Discord server it was on. Not the new one, because that one started in 2020.
I have the link. Say it is the new one.
It might be. It might be in the SA channel too.
No, it's in NYC, the NFBF2 community. But anyway, back to this match. Neveryear just barely doesn't dodge in time away from that. 8 lives left for Neveryear.
Thank you, William.
Did William just link it to you? He's on top of it.
I didn't even know he was in the call. Or he might be watching the stream.
7-9 now in favor of Quigz. So, again, like a big part of this is just that. Okay, that was just a silly interaction all around. It's just a lot of missed offenses from both players, and then it's simply that Quigz has, on average, been hitting the punishes more than Neveryear. That's basically the entire analysis of this match that I have. Game 1 was a little bit different. There were some just like hard offenses, but... So, on average, both players definitely... I'm going to pretend that was intentional from Quigz. I do that all the time, too. Whenever I see...
Mac.
Yeah, there's oftentimes situations where two players will, like, both decide to combo at each other. And basically, my read on that is, if there was enough time to react, whoever started comboing second in, like, a Vader v Vader probably just made the wrong choice. Because they could save and go for a dash attack punish or a run-up null after the, or like a run-up combo once the enemy's combo's done. Any sort of punishing option rather than just like giving up your neutral and just randomly comboing. Same with backslash often. So, what I'm trying to say is Quigz made a mistake.
What do you think how do you think that happens? Do you think both players are just like defending their space? Do you think they're trying to like bait out something?
I think, in a funny way, a lot of it's monkey see, monkey do. Where, like, they run up and they just see the opponent doing something. Exactly, like, that's what you should do, as opposed to what I was talking about.
That looked like more like a read on movement than an actual counter punch. That was hella fast.
I think it was a punish.
Like just the flash confirmed.
But... I don't know, I just feel like a big part of it is that, you know, what you said is true, both of them are defending their space, but even if you are defending your space, when you enter a full combo like that, that's a really hard commit, and if, like, the opponent's at all baiting, you're entering, like, this decision matrix that's just disadvantageous. For Vader v Vader. Generally, you want to try to maintain the neutral, unless it is a hard read that they're going to be going for something. Great attack from Neveryear.
Yeah, full combo is, like, probably never necessary unless you think unless you're like actually hitting it. C1's usually enough if you're both doing it.
Looks like he hit him and didn't know he knocked him.
Quigz hit Neveryear?
The other way.
Oh, I didn't even see either. Curse me reading chat. So I guess Neveryear versus Dar is going to be another Vader v Vader. So this is just the group D is the Vaders.
This D is the gentleman's category. We see.
Controversial opinion. There's nothing gentlemanly about a good Vader v Vader. Not how I was trained anyway.
Well, I was raised in a different time.
Got more pop-up than you wanted there. Oh, I like it.
Oh,
Punish the...
wow.
Oh, no! I'm so sad!
Right there. Do something right into...
Hey, dude, if he didn't lag there, I don't know what to say, because...
Dude, I just...
like...
that was just divine intervention. Like, he just wasn't supposed to get that kill. It wasn't meant to be.
These are, real heartbreakers.
I know. That was the most difficult round to watch this entire tourney so far.
I don't know, I found it pretty amusing.
It was like the movement punish with that aerial was so well done, and then just tragedy. One thing to notice as well, difference between Quigz and Neveryear. Quig's dodges are shorter. Neveryear's are almost always like longer and further away, which means that's part of what might be contributing. See, like right there, for instance, Neveryear dodged significantly far away. It gave Quigz the opportunity to act out of his punish. So when you're in Vader Evaders, I really like to see people have shorter dashes in sometimes, and then mix them up into longer ones. That's going to be the match.
You just answered my question before I could ask it. Very good.
GG's.